Wanna play?
No. Screw the intro. Screw the intro for today. Oh my god! Alright, nope. This is going unedited. Straight to YouTube when this is done filming. That was the greatest movie I've ever seen in theaters. Who cares? I'm not doing that spoiler free. No, we're going full in-depth here right now. Straight from the brain. Snap judgment. This might as well be a goddamn live stream. This movie... Oh, God. Where do we start? Okay, so it begins. Michael Myers butchers the entire fire department. That's how it opens. You know, they're driving down, you get that bit from the trailer where Laurie's like, no, let him burn. Michael Myers comes out of nowhere, kills the whole fire department. Just boom, stab right to the face. All gory, shies away from nothing. This movie is one of the goriest the goriest movie in the Halloween series, I'd say. So he kills the entire police force, walks away. There are also some, I think this is where it happens first. So he kills the entire friggin' police force. Let me get the opening credits. The opening credits was one of my, not complaints, because the opening credits were pretty good, but I don't think they were necessarily as good as the 2018 one. The theme song is one of my main complaints about this movie. The theme song was like, it didn't hit as hard as the 2018 one, as like Michael Myers and Halloween is back, but it was still pretty good. So after that, you get the flashback bits. The flashback bits were really cool. Dr. Loomis, that CGI for Loomis was good. Like, that was actually really good. I went to see this movie with one of my friends, and he didn't actually know. He doesn't know. He knows about Michael Myers, Halloween. He's seen some of the movies, but he doesn't actually know too much, so he didn't know that Donald Pleasance was dead in real life. And when I told him, I was like, hey, that guy's dead in real life. He looked at me like I was an idiot. I had to explain to him, like, no, this is CGI. This guy's really dead. That's how convincing Dr. Loomis looked. These scenes were so good. The flashback scenes, we'll start with those. The flashback scenes were very, very good. Michael Myers just showing him like how he got captured after he was shot 6 or 7, depending on the movie, however many times, by Dr. Loomis, falls off the balcony. They were never really brave enough to show what happens immediately after that to Michael. The closest we got is Michael just appearing in the hospital at Halloween 2. But this time they actually showed it, and it was pretty good, like, what they did. Having the whole squad, like, whole police squad, standing around, guns pointed right at Michael Myers as he's standing there, you know, just doing nothing. They start to kind of, like, beat him up a little bit, and then they capture him. They don't do this, like, crazy, weird thing. They just have the cops surrounding him, shooting their guns, and then there's a bit later on where Dr. Loomis goes to fire, but Officer I almost said Officer Will Patton. Officer Hawkins, he's there, and Loomis is about to shoot him, and Hawkins goes like, nope! And he shoots the sky, and then they bring Michael Myers away. So, basically, Hawkins could have let Loomis kill him right there, and none of this would actually be happening. But those were pretty cool. It was kind of cool seeing Lonnie's whole situation, although it was a bit weird how he was, like, being bullied. Like, I thought he was the bully. The flashback scenes were pretty cool. Let's talk about then, let's go into the new characters first. There are some new characters in this movie. They were pretty good. There was the couple that were pretending to be doctors, I guess. They were pretty funny. They provided some comedic relief in the movie. And it wasn't like the 2018 one where some people thought that the 2018s had, like, a little bit too much comedic relief to where it, like, you know, it took away from some scenes. The comedic relief in Halloween Kills is actually, it's rare, but when they do it, they pull it off really well. We got a couple chuckles out in our theaters. Man, the new characters, yeah, they're pretty cool. Although they weren't as memorable as some of the newer characters that we got in 2018. Obviously, you know, like Allison and Karen and all them. And Julian and Vicky, they weren't as memorable as those guys, kind of because they got offed instantly and not in the most memorable way. The kills, the individual kills, I'll say, in this movie weren't as memorable as the individual kills in 2018. But, no, the new characters were all pretty good. Let's talk about the returning characters. Dude, the whole freaking squad returned. They didn't shy away from a single character who survived that first movie. Not a single one. None. Marion Chambers was there. Same actress. Lindsay Wallace was there. Same actress. Sheriff Brackett was there. Same actor. His bit was my favorite bit in the movie. We'll get to that. Sheriff Brackett was there. Tommy Doyle was there. Tommy Doyle's a freaking absolute monster badass. It was cool seeing Officer Hawkins, still alive, surviving his attack in Halloween 2018, because many people thought that was like one of the dumbest scenes in the movie and one of the dumber kills in the franchise, but no, he's actually still alive. So that's pretty good. That kind of erases that, doesn't erase, but I guess it takes attention away from that weird scene in 2018. And there are also bits that kind of take away from that as well, that justify it a little bit more, like later on when they're talking and Laurie's saying, no, he's come for me. He's come for the hospital, he's come for me. And Officer Hawkins is saying, no, he's not. His doctor wanted him to come for you. He's just out here to kill because he wants to kill. It was actually his doctor. And I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, I thought that made sense for Michael Myers. Him just being an absolute killing machine and not actually going after anybody specifically. That's a pretty cool way to go for this, but yeah, no. So, the returning characters. Lindsay Wallace. Let's start with her. She was great. I'm looking forward to seeing more of her in the next one because she survived this one. She had an encounter with Michael, and she didn't die. They kind of found her and brought her to the hospital, and that was really all for her in the movie. So I'm hoping that she comes back in the next one and gets more of a fight like Tommy Doyle did. Marion Chambers, of course, Loomis's assistant in the first one. She was the one who got her car hijacked in the opening scene. She was there. She had some pretty cool bits. She had some nice lines here and there. The coolest bit from her character is when she was in that car, and you kind of got that recreation of the first movie when Michael jumps up through the back, and she's like, oh, it's Michael. She just instantly knew. She was like, yep, it's Michael Myers. And they all started shooting. Her death was sad. It caught me off guard. It was sad, but it also told you this movie is not messing around. Nobody is safe here. No matter who it is, no one is safe. Anybody can die. Anything goes. And that was set up by her bit. We also got the kids in her death scene wearing the Halloween 3 Season of the Witch masks. When Lindsay walked up to them, she's like, go home. And they were like, we're not scared. Yeah, we're cool. We're not scared. Also, there's a man playing peekaboo in the trees with a white mask. And we were like, yep, they're dead. They're dead. And yeah, what do you know? They all died. It was cool seeing them also with those Halloween 3 masks on. They got more of a prominent feature in this one than that last one. And Halloween 3 is great. It's really one of my favorite movies in the entire franchise. So it was cool seeing those making a comeback as well as some of these other characters. Tommy Doyle. Paul Rudd, see you later, buddy. My God, this Tommy Doyle blew out of the water any other iteration of Tommy Doyle that there ever was in the franchise. My God, he was so cool. Him getting a whole town just riled up, ready to kill Michael Myers. He was making plans, splitting them off in groups. He had his bat. He was going in, smashing the car, trying to get Michael Myers before he carjacked it and then immediately crashed. Also, you know what? Another little side tangent. Michael Myers not knowing how to drive, I guess made sense. Whenever he drove, he kind of crashed the car. I mean, it was like, cool. Makes sense. This is great. Tommy Doyle going around, riling up the whole hospital. The character from the opening scene, actually, I think it was the gentleman with the umbrella in the opening bit in 2018, the guy who has like a thing for untied shoes or whatever Dr. Sartain was telling them in that first one, he made a comeback, and there was a hospital scene where like the whole town is in the hospital because like everybody's going there because pretty much everybody died. So now everybody's family's in the hospital, and Tommy Doyle shows up, and so does the escaped convict from the first one, and they all think that the escaped convict is Michael, and this is one of the best scenes in the movie. They all think that he's Michael, so they all go chase him, run him down. There's a couple people, I know Karen was one of them. Karen realizes, oh crap, that's just not Michael Myers, and now the entire town is running after this random dude. And it leads up, they chase him upstairs, and Karen kind of like locks him in this little room to keep him safe. And he like starts bashing out the windows because it's just a full-on riot. They're like bashing through the doors, trying to get in, trying to get this old escaped convict. And he takes the fire extinguisher, bashes out one of the windows, and you're like, oh, what is he going to do here? And then he just jumps off. And it's honestly like, they do it in a way to where it's sad while it lasts, and then they just cut to another chaotic scene. This movie was just chaotic scene after chaotic scene after chaotic scene after chaotic scene. Just death, destruction everywhere. Murder, 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 kill, 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 death. All over the place. It didn't really have that much of a story. It was literally just watching Michael Myers kill everybody. That's kind of the main point of this movie. And then we're going to set up the third one, Halloween Ends, to kind of blow everything off. Let's talk about the climax of this movie. So, Cameron, Allison's boyfriend in the first one, you know, the one who was cheating on her through her phone and the gross cheese dip. So, he's there. Oh yeah, also Lonnie's there. Lonnie comes back. Hey, Lonnie, get your ass away from there. He comes back, and he's got some pretty cool bits. He dies because Michael kills him using an attic. That was a cool bit. You didn't see it on screen, but just death and destruction to that guy. They killed Cameron. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, the ending bit. So, they kill Cameron, and Allison's there in the house. This is in the Myers house, by the way. Like, the Myers house in this has been, like, renovated, I guess. It's been, like, rebuilt, repainted, and this couple lives there. Of course, they die. And so now this battle is taking place in the Myers house. So, Michael gets a hold of the knife, is going to stab Allison. She's like, do it! Just do it! And then out of nowhere, here comes Karen Strode with a freaking pitchfork, stabs Michael in the back. Michael falls down on the steps, and she takes off his mask, and she runs away with it. Michael gets up. You kind of see him, but not really. It's mostly blurred. So Michael Myers is now walking around pretty much entirely in shadow without his mask on, and she's running away with it. Allison has no idea what's going on. She's like, Mom, no! She's running away, and she just disappears. And we see the mask in the middle of the street. Michael Myers goes to pick up his mask, and then it cuts to these, like, car lights. The car lights flash on. More car lights, more car lights. Zooms in on Karen. Gotcha. Again, just like in the 2018 one. Here comes Tommy Doyle. Here comes Sheriff Brackett. Here comes the whole squad of, like, main characters all come out. They take turns just wailing on him with all these different weapons. The gun, they're shooting him, they're stabbing him, beating him with crowbars and 2x4s, and he's pretty much dead. He's pretty much dead. And we're like, so he's dead now. How are they going to do kill? Nope, just gets up, murders everybody. Oh, I forgot to tell you, the best bit in the entire movie. So, Karen Strode, after she goes, gotcha, zooms right into Sheriff Brackett, and he goes, hey, Michael, it's Halloween. Everybody's entitled to one good scare. And I was sitting in the theater, she said that, I was like, yeah, I said it, I was like, yeah! Just in the theater, just not yelled it, but I might as well. I was like, yes! Ah! It was the most hype moment in the entire freaking franchise. Oh my god, they start wailing on him. It's amazing. But as I said, yeah, no, he just, I'm still alive. Murders everybody. Murders Brackett. He does what? He murders Brackett, yeah. Murders everybody else. Everybody. Dead, dead, dead. He gets into a fight with Tommy. Tommy's the last one alive. Tommy swings at him. Michael ducks. Boom, stab, stab, stab. Just stabs him right in the head. He killed Tommy Doyle. He killed Sheriff Brackett. He killed Marion Chambers. Oh my God. I don't think he can kill anybody else. Karen Strode is up in Michael Myers' sister's bedroom, kind of overviewing the whole thing because she obviously thinks that Michael's dead. She walked away from the whole thing. And so she's up in the room, looking at her reflection. It's a nice, like, symbolic little thing. Uh-oh, here comes Michael in the reflection. You kind of think that she's going to fight back, but no. Michael just stabs her again and again and again and again and again. She just falls right to the ground. Michael Myers just killed Karen Strode, Laurie Strode's daughter. The end. See you next year. Oh my God. Dude. So Laurie Strode also, Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie Strode, she's back in this one, and it's kind of like her role in Halloween 2, although this time it has a purpose. So she's pretty much hospital. No, she is hospital bound the entire movie. Like, she doesn't, once she gets in the hospital, which is like the opening bit, she stays in the hospital the whole movie. So the next one is basically gonna be Laurie versus Michael, which to me sounds amazing because everybody else is dead now. There's nobody that can really get in Michael Myers' way. So it's literally just the next one. There's going to be no interference, no nothing. Round one. There's 1, 2, H2O, Resurrection, 2018, Kills. Round 7. No interference. Nothing. Michael Myers, select your character. Laurie Strode, fight! And that's going to be the next movie. And oh my God! I cannot wait. This movie is the greatest movie. I don't care if it's horror, nothing. Greatest movie I've ever seen in the theaters. Michael Myers is amazing. They have those flashback bits, and Michael Myers' mask still looks better than his mask in 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And maybe Halloween 2018. I don't know about Halloween 2018. But that mask that they used that was supposed to be the original mask looked better than the mask in Halloween 2, and that was the original mask. Like, this movie, oh my God, he kills everybody. There's a reason why it's called Halloween Kills. There's got to be over like 100 kills in this movie. There's got to be. There's so many scenes where he just goes in and just massacres a whole bunch of people. Like, it's so good. Like, if you are a fan of Halloween, if you are a fan of horror at any level, watch this movie. Do yourself a favor. Don't watch it on Peacock. None of that. Don't sit down on your little couch, on your little bed, watching it with a cup of hot chocolate while the ads are playing for the new Mercedes or something. No, go to the theaters, get up, get in your car, get the tickets, go to the theater, sit down, maybe bring a couple friends, and watch the movie. It will blow your mind. Just gone. I'm trying to think of what else there is to say about this. It was so good. So good. Like, I just cannot wait for the next one. I just cannot wait for Halloween Ends. David Gordon Green knows what he is doing, if it wasn't apparent already by the fact that John Carpenter and Jamie Lee Curtis, not only that, but also Marion Chambers, Lindsay Wallace, Sheriff Brackett. Sheriff Brackett, his actor, dude came out of retirement for this. John Carpenter scored the movie. And it's the 12th movie in the series. If you think that David Gordon Green doesn't know what he's doing when they brought all those guys back for the 12th movie, you are dead wrong. Halloween Ends is going to be fantastic. Okay? Fantastic. Oh, this is going to be so good. Ranking video for the entire Halloween series comes out this Sunday. It was too good. I set my expectations too high for this movie. I set my expectations way too high. I expect my expectations this high. I think it was like up in the clouds, maybe. Go see it. Just go see it. Just go see it. Do it. Go see it right now.